season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Starting the drive with Algier. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You look at this Niner defense.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Taking it about the 16.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Ayuk goes in motion.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
They run once more with Taylor.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Now a handoff, Taylor with it.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge offensive line was seeking actually occurred on...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ty Davis-Price, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, first and goal. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Taylor is in. Touchdown 49ers. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And here now come the Falcons.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Goff. And this is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Kaiir Elam
racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Gone.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, it's gone.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Now 2nd and 3.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
And complete to Drake London.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Second down and 6 now.
Here's Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Goff.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now it's Goff.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And he returns this to the 22.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And you can see, as many of you already know, they have clinched the NFC South. But as it stands, Charles, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend.
And that's a good thing for them, because coming out of your division, getting to the playoffs with an opportunity to host to start the playoffs, that's a pretty good way to get things going. Whoever came out of this division, we knew that they were going to be playoff ready, and this team certainly is.
And this throw will be intercepted. And some space here.
He's on his way.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that,
and across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 28-0.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Kaiir Elam makes a pick.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 104 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big...
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Will Mallory.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Niners get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Falcons now.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Samuel going to go in motion right.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now gone. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. On On second, here's Algier.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far, good second half, and you know, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
136 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jonathan Taylor
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw on second down is gone. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on third. Gone. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line. Goff on first down.
Here's a diving catch right side. 36 yards on the play. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays, your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Now a carry for Algier, headed right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Breaks through the contact. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And San Francisco gets set to go here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I...
And now off to the races down the right side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this pass caught by Gray. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, the Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
3rd and long. It's gone. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Drake Jackson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking on the midfield logo. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the pressure gets to him again. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Goff now looking to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Goff's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at